Abraham arose in the morning, and he went to the place where he had stood talking to God. And he looked out upon the plain of Sodom and Gomorrah and the entire land of that plain, and he saw that the steam was rising from the earth like the steam and the smoke of a furnace. It's still rising. And when God destroyed the cities of the plain, God remembered Abraham, and therefore he removed Lot from the area when he destroyed these cities where Lot was dwelling. In other words, because of Abraham's sake, he saved Lot. Then Lot went up from this place, Zoar, and he did rise to the top of the mountain, which is east of the Dead Sea and east of the Jordan, and his 2 daughters were with him. The only 2 who remained were he and his 2 daughters, because he was afraid to stay in Zoar. And he was living in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Now, the scene is interesting, and of course, it has many interpretations, I would say positive and negative. I tend to give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, now, look, it's a very strange story, and of course, you can tell why the stories were written, how these came about. There are 2 nations living east of the Dead Sea and east of the Jordan. One of the nations was called Moab, and the other was called Ammon. The nation of Ammon is still remembered in the capital of the kingdom of Jordan, which is Amman, same name. Moab is the Moabite nation, one of whose daughters was named Ruth, who eventually became faithful to Judaism and was the great-grandmother of King David. So that's fine genealogy. Moab and Ammon. And Moab and Ammon have a certain, they're treated by Israel as people to stay away from. So, evidently the Moabites and the Ammonites are not people whom the Israelites want to associate with. And you could say that someone invented this story to say, well, you see what these people are anyway, and where they come from. But let's look at it from another point of view. Here is Lot, and here are his 2 daughters, and the place where they lived was annihilated. Now they look around and they don't see anyone alive. Now this is their logic. The oldest daughter said to the younger one, "Our father is old, and there is no man living on earth who can join with us like all normal people. Therefore, what? Therefore, if we die, the whole human race dies out. How can we preserve humanity? Well, let's go and make our father drunk with wine, and we will sleep with him, we'll lie with him. And from our father we will raise up living seed." And so they made their father drunk with wine that night, and the eldest daughter went and she slept with her father, and he didn't know when she lay down and when she got up. And the next day, she said to the younger daughter, "Okay, last night I slept with father, let's make him drunk again, and now you sleep with father. And we will raise up children from our father." And so, the next night they did the same thing. And the younger daughter came and slept with her father, and he didn't know. She lay down and when she got up. And both of them became pregnant, the daughters of Lot, of their father. Well, this is primary incest, isn't it? Something not quite correct. And so the eldest gave birth to a son, and she called his name Moab, saying, he is the father of the people of Moab up to this day, down to the present day. So they're saying, you see the Moabites? They're the result of that act of the daughter of Lot. And the younger one also gave birth to a son, and she called his name Ben-Ami, the son of my people. He is the father of the people of the Ammonites up to this day. So this story is saying the Moabites and the Ammonites, they live on that side. Who are they? They're the children of Lot and his two daughters. That's the story.